Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of the FIFA 20 My Player Career Mode. And the last one got a few things a little bit wrong, like marrying the two videos up, etc. I didn't tell you who we were playing next, but I can tell you in this episode that it's going to be hopefully an exciting episode, but a very difficult episode. We've got Liverpool away now, and then we've got the Tottenham home fixture, and they're going to be the two games that we're going to play today in today's episode. Since you were gone, so obviously the first episode we played Newcastle, we lost 1-0, very disappointing. Played Burnley at home, we beat them 1-0, I got the goal. But it proved to be very difficult on legendary difficulty. I think Premier League defenders, along with the fact that my player's not that good right now, it's going to make it very, very, very difficult. But that's certainly what we want. We want to not struggle, but, you know, we want it to be realistic. We're only a 73 rated striker, whatever we are. It's going to be difficult. So Liverpool and Tottenham today, and let's not look at the table or anything. It's far too early for that. Let's get straight into the game against Liverpool at Anfield and see how we get on. And here come the lineups. Liverpool first, it's Lonergan in goal. We have Mallow right back, Milner left back, Van Dijk and Lovren in the middle. Herbie Kane, I believe that is, Henderson and Wijnaldum across the middle. Shaqiri, Fabinho and Mane will be the front three. And now the Arsenal lineup. Bernd Leno in goal. We have a back four: Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Holding and Kolasinac. And then in the middle of the park, Saka and Xhaka, with Pepe, Ceballos and Ozil, the three across the middle. Ozil playing on the left, and Shaun Measures, who's taken Mesut Ozil's number 10, will be playing up top on his own. Wijnaldum, ball down the left-hand side for Mane. Cuts inside and goes back to the full-back Milner. Wijnaldum's feet, trying to work a little chance down this left-hand side. Milner does get past his man. Now Wijnaldum on the edge of the box, beats one with a bit of trickery, shoots, and that's a comfortable save for Leno. Throw into Liverpool down this left-hand side. Wijnaldum, back to the taker, Firmino. Mane gets it to feet, swings one in. It's a poor defensive effort there, and Shaqiri, luckily, wasn't ready for it. Pepe with the good tackle. Will he find the feet of me? He does. We look for Ozil, who gives it back to Pepe. Pepe to Measures. Heavy touch, a very heavy touch. And you don't want to give Virgil van Dijk that time and space to come and steal the ball, because he will get it. And now Liverpool on the break. It's Henderson. Henderson looking for an option on the edge of the box here. Finds one at Firmino's feet. Lays it off Wijnaldum. And that's another big save from Bernd Leno there. And Arsenal just managing to keep this game at 0-0. Liverpool all over us. They've had all the chances, all the possession. Milner playing around with it in the middle. Virgil van Dijk's just lifted one over my head and made me look an absolute fool. Spreads the play to Milner, the other full-back. Looking for options. We're just dropping in the hole a little bit, really, just to stop so many people picking up the ball in so much space. But we do need to make sure that we continue playing our role as Kolasinac steals the ball. Now it's Ozil. Will he find us? Ozil clips one over the top for us. We're on a break here. We've found a ball across the front of Dani Ceballos. Will he look for us again? He's taking it out wide, and looks like the chance may have gone. And that's poor from Dani Ceballos. And a chance goes wasted for Arsenal. 2 minutes added time here. Kolasinac with the ball, chests it to Ozil inside. Ceballos finds Measures. Measures is going to hit one. Why not? We need to test the keeper. We haven't tested him all day yet. Pepe turns well. Pepe shoots, and a good block from Lovren. And that will be a corner kick to Arsenal. No, it won't. It will be a free kick, offside, I believe. But that is going to be half-time any second now. And there it is, the referee blows up, and not a terrible half. They haven't had too many clear-cut chances. They've been the better team. We pretty much had that one chance at the end of the half is all we had. But it's 0-0 at half-time, and as an Arsenal fan and player, we'll certainly take that. It's always a tough place to go. So half-time, Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Substitution for Arsenal, 5 minutes left. Maitland-Niles is going to come off, and Socrates is coming on. I can't quite work out what he's going to plan to do there, unless he's gone to a 3 at the back, maybe. But free kick for Arsenal. Holding takes, looking to find Measures. Can't beat Fabinho in the air, no surprise there. And it's Liverpool coming away with it. Mo Salah down this right-hand side. Cuts inside, trying to turn the full-back inside out, and gets free of him anyway, and now closing down on the Arsenal goal. Shoots, and he's picked out the top bin. What a goal in injury time from Mo Salah, and you can't say they didn't deserve it. fully deserved from Liverpool, but you can't give the man this much time. Look, you've let him ghost inside. He's had all the time to pick his spot, and it's a delightful finish from Mo Salah. You can't take that away from him. And it looks like the team that should be winning, he's going to take all 3 points today. A lovely curled effort from Mo Salah into that far corner. Jurgen Klopp absolutely ecstatic, and the Arsenal fans deflated. And there we go, that's the final whistle, and that is how the game will end. A poor performance from Arsenal. We couldn't link 2 passes together. Dani Ceballos in particular was very poor. And the game finishes Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. And after the game we played a 6.7. Not the greatest performance. We had 1 shot, which was on target just at the end of the first half there. 90% passing, which you can't really argue with too much. We kind of did the basics well, but we didn't really have an opportunity to do anything else in the game. Liverpool absolutely outplayed us. They had most of the possession, and we'll certainly be looking to move on to the next game and put in a much better performance. Okay, so the day before the Tottenham game, we're here on the transfer deadline day. Obviously, we're not getting a transfer, but the idea is I just want to see who people have signed, see if there's anyone we need to worry about in the Premier League, starting with Bournemouth, and nothing too much there. You guys will probably recognise names, etc., more than me, but a couple of big outs there with King, Smith, Francis leaving. Should be decent replacements. But as far as Arsenal go, Verbic, who scored the goal on his debut, Vinicius Junior signs, Matip signs, and Fabinho signs. I mean, Fabinho and Matip, 2 big signings. Vinicius Junior, we need someone on that left-hand side. Mustafi and Bellerin leave the club. Now, the fact that Bellerin has left seriously worries me, because we have no other right back except Maitland-Niles, which is a little bit strange, but we will live with it. Aston Villa, can't really see anyone there. Wendell Faguli signed for Brighton. Marches, Izquierdo, Stevens leave. Burnley, Ezequiel Ponce, should be a good signing for them. They've sold Wood. Immobile, Berghaus and Ginter, good signings for Chelsea. Christensen leaves the club. Crystal Palace, Piszczek, I think we could have done with him. He's a right back, I believe. Van Aanholt, Benteke and MacArthur leave. Can't really see too much for Everton. Holgate and Coleman leaving. Same with Leicester. Chilwell and Barnes leaving. Mario Gaspar, Mallow, their fullback who played against us, and Silva in for Liverpool. Klein, Robertson, Gomez, Matip and Fabinho. Some big defensive omissions from Liverpool leaving the club there. Romagnoli in. Danny Rose, I'm thinking that might be for Manchester City, which is a horrific signing. Mendy, Otamendi, Jesus and Zinchenko leave. And Manchester United, King, I'm taking it, that's the King from Bournemouth they've brought in. Kai Havertz, Meunier and Chiesa. Some good business from Manchester United, especially for only 139 million there. Shaw, Pogba and Rojo have left the club. Newcastle have brought Baselli in, that's a good signing for them. Norwich, Llorente, Rodriguez, don't know which Rodriguez, but that could prove to be good signings. Sheffield United have brought in Lopez and Linez, sold no one. Southampton, no one that I'm really noticing there. Shane Long leaves the club. Tottenham, Almeida, Soler, Dyer leaves, Davies leaves, Lamella leaves, Sanchez, Aurier leaves. So a lot of ins and outs for Premier League clubs here. Zivkovic in for Watford, not a bad sign. Barry Bannon, I'm thinking that might be. Gray, Janmat, Hughes, Capu and Fulquier leave the club. Zinchenko went to West Ham. Masuaku left West Ham there. Christensen from Chelsea went to Wolves. And that is all of the transfer window business that we've got so far, just so that if you spot names you might be able to remember a few of these that popped up if the teams aren't looking exactly how they normally do. So let's get into this game against Tottenham. Big derby game, and I've just read that we have not been selected in the team. Which is a little bit awkward, but it's not a problem because we're going to sim this game and essentially we can run it on and play whatever our second game is whenever we get picked next. So for now, we're not in the team against Tottenham. We're going to have to sim it. Fabinho's in, Matip's in. We got a decent side and we've just been stuffed 3-1 at home by Tottenham. That is an absolute shocker, and looks like we've got a real rebuilding job on our hands here with Arsenal. So let's fast forward time a little bit, and we'll see when we're going to get in the team again. Okay, so it looks like the next game away to Watford. We have been picked in the lineup, but look at the lineup. Again, it's every time we play a club that's not considered one of our rivals or one of the best, or it's not a cup final or something like that, they play these ridiculous lineups. I mean, we've got Xhaka and Fabinho in the middle of the park, which is nice. Holding is a decent centre-half, and Leno, a good goalkeeper, but Ole Inca, Burton, Saka, Bola, Olowu, Maitland-Niles even. Poor players, they shouldn't be in the team, but this is an ongoing FIFA career mode problem. So it's pretty annoying. It takes away from from it being a real experience, really. But there we go. Everyone get your hashtag fix career modes in the comments, because EA need to sit up and listen and get this fixed. But let's get into this game against Watford. It's our next chance. We have already scored our first goal, but we really want to add to that. We want to become a prolific striker at Premier League level. Let's get into it. Here we go. It's a big game for Arsenal. We certainly need the points. And we get a chance to get all three here as we travel to Watford, Vicarage Road, and it's Watford against Arsenal. And here come the lineups. Watford first. It's Dahlberg in goal, the Swedish goalkeeper. Matty Eriksson, my long-term follower, will like that. Firmino, Zegler fullbacks, Cabaselli and Dawson. Shalabah, I'm losing their names, and Doucouré, Forster, Quina and Pereira with success up top. And now we're going to have the Arsenal lineup, and I've seen it, and it's an absolute joke, if I'm completely honest. Absolutely fuming. Look at this. Leno in goal. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Then we've got Maitland-Niles, Olowu, Holding and Bola across the back. 1 out of 4 ain't bad. Saka and Xhaka in the middle of the park. Where's Fabinho playing, you might ask? He's playing right wing, just where you like Fabinho. Burton and Olienka, and then Measures up top. Very, very poor Arsenal team. EA, sort your lives out. Okay, first half kicks off. We're going to go attacking here. Hopefully really put the pressure on Watford and grab 3 much needed points for Arsenal.
Well, much has been made of the way our hosts like to press
Watford here, Doucouré tries to find the ball out there wide, does find it, Maitland-Niles, and Sean Measures made a lovely run off the shoulder of the defender. He hasn't quite got the pace, but he is tanking towards goal. Measures finds the corner, and it's a great start right in front of the Arsenal fans. Tried to run towards them, it's made me run off, but that's a hell of a start in the game for Arsenal and Sean Measures. The defence just absolutely split. The Arsenal man won the ball near the halfway line, fed me, and it was just a matter of pace and the finish is all it was. We were never laying that off for anyone. We need goals, and wearing the number 10 for Arsenal is certainly normally a player worthy of scoring a lot of goals. Great finish there. Watford 0, Arsenal 1. Maitland-Niles, pass into the middle of the park to Burton. Xhaka now. Xhaka, he's got me as an option if he needs it. Doesn't look like he's going to use it. Goes out wide. Finds Measures. Measures is going to go out wide once more. Now it's Ole Inca. Can he find the cross? We're in here on our Jack Jones. No one's even seen us though. Now Burton. Burton fouled on the edge of the area. Maybe not. But Burton's free here. Can he square it? He can. And there it is. It's 2-0. Fabinho on his debut as a winger. Maybe the manager's onto something. Maybe he knows something I don't. But Fabinho is no winger in my book. But he does get a goal on his debut. And Arsenal very early tearing into this Watford side. And this is certainly looking like it was in real life when we went 2-0 up quite early and then threw it all away. Let's hope we don't do that today. Lovely ball across. Decent finish with the weak foot of Fabinho there. 2-0 Arsenal. We were hoping to get on the end of that, but we couldn't. Goalkeeper just couldn't react and get that foot out in time. And it makes it Watford 0, Arsenal 2. Maitland-Niles into Measures' feet, who turns his man, finds the feet of Saka. Saka now looking for an option before he loses it and spins one out to the left-hand side. Olianka, we're here as an option. We've got you. He hasn't gone, but we'll play 1-2s with him. Burton's feet looks good in there, and Burton shoots, and that is an absolute travesty of a shot. Shalabah and Quina linking up in the middle. It's success. Watford trying their best to give Arsenal something to think about before the half-time whistle. Success gets it back again in front of the defence, lays one off to Chalobah, gets it back again, tries to find the through ball. It's a terrible through ball, and now maybe Arsenal on their way. Fabinho plays a lovely ball into the channel for the striker. It definitely saves him running the channel. Measures, puts one in, far post, chance, squared, 3-0. Is he offside? He certainly looked it. And he is offside. It's a good build from Arsenal. Fabinho done really well to find the ball to me there. We put in a lovely cross to the free man, who, rather than maybe taking a touch or shooting first time, he's put it across to Burton, who's in an offside position. And that will be a free kick to Watford. And 2 minutes added on in this half. And there is the half-time whistle from the referee, and it brings close to a really good half for Arsenal. We've been the best team by far. Watford just cannot find a pass to break through us, and to be honest, we're breaking them down constantly. Really, really good half from Arsenal, and the half ends Watford 0, Arsenal 2. Fabinho into Burton. Fabinho finds my feet. Now Measures, looks for the run down the right-hand side. Maitland-Niles, he's done a lot of running today. He's going to have to do some more. The cross comes in. Far post header from Vinicius Junior. Headers it into the ground, but a poor header in reality. Header won by Arsenal. It's Maitland-Niles. And there we go. It's the full-time whistle, and Arsenal will certainly take that. A strong first half and a strong start from Arsenal. But as far as anything else goes, we kind of took our foot off the gas in the second half a little bit. But we will certainly take a clean sheet and 3 points away from home. And the game ends Watford 0, Arsenal 2. Okay, so after the game there, you can see that's our 5th match completed, getting a couple of points on our stamina, but we finished a 7.9. We got our goal. We only had one shot and we scored with it, so 100% shoot, and happy with that. Pass and 91%, we only failed one pass, and we did have one key pass, one successful, one failed cross, and one key dribble as well. So we certainly did a little bit more in that game compared to the Liverpool game, but 7.9. 3 points, clean sheet, we'll take it all day long. Okay, so after that game, you can see the background has changed, and now we are dealing with Europa League action, and I find it only right to probably bring you the opening game as it is against Frankfurt, and probably our toughest game in the group. But other than that, we're probably not going to concentrate too much on the Europa League until it's a little bit of a crunch time. I'm not going to show you the group games, but I think maybe this is a good one. But let's have a little look when we're going to be coming back. And who we got after Manchester United? Standard Liège. I mean, maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. The idea it's either Frankfurt and Villa, or Warsaw and United, or United and Standard Liège, and I think that might be the better thing to do. It also kicks the season on a little bit so that we're through September. We'll be in October then. So I think what we're going to do for the next episode, we're going to come back on September the 30th for the Manchester United away game, which is going to be absolutely key and vital to our season. And then after that, we'll be playing the Standard Liège game. That'll be our second group stage game of the Europa League, and it'll probably be one of the only ones you see, unless we need a result on the last fixture, something along those lines. So yeah, that is the plan for the next episode. But before we go as well, let's just check the standings in the Premier League to see how our start has gone, and it hasn't been fantastic. And as you can see, we sit in 13th place with 6 points after 5 games. We've lost 3 out of 5. We've won 2. So a bit of a shaky start there, but as it is for most people, Manchester City look like they're flying. Leicester unbeaten, Crystal Palace unbeaten, even though they've drawn 4 out of 5 games. But yeah, a very shaky start for some of the top clubs. Manchester United lost 4 out of 5. You could argue that that's realistic at the moment. But yeah, that is the table for now as it stands. And a look at the Premier League top goal scorers here. We can see we sit in 9th place with 2 goals. So, we're getting there. 2 in 4. I'm happy with that. For me, even if we played a full 36 game season, 38 game season, if I can get near 15 goals, something like that, I think I'll be pretty happy with it, because it is difficult on this difficulty setting. But you can see that Trossard flying with 5 in 5, De Bruyne with 4 in 5 from midfield for Manchester City. Certainly a good start for Man City, and a chance that they can go and run away with this. Okay, so that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. I've told you when we're going to be coming back, so get yourselves ready for that, and hopefully I can improve in the meantime, because it's been a little bit poor. But thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I shall catch you in episode 3.